hand.
Yeah. And Glenn, to that point, you know, Rebecca talks about foreign money and that influence. The New York Times has reporting on this as well that came out after the journals about the idea that foreigners may have been donating to the inaugural committee to try to, you know, pay a little cash to get some access, if you will. What happens next in this investigation, and what does this mean for the folks who are being looked at here?
Yeah, so Hallie, it looks like Michael Cohen may not be a formal cooperator, but sure looks like he's the gift that keeps on giving, because it's reported that during the execution of the search warrant on his properties, they found documents, and lo and behold, yet another tape that is factoring into this. And those items apparently gave rise in part to this investigation into the donations to the inaugural committee. The tape that's being referenced is actually a conversation between Michael Cohen and an advisor to Melania Trump, in which there is some debate about whether these funds that are coming into the inaugural campaign coffers are being properly used. But to answer your question, Hallie, there are at least 3 crimes potentially in play here. One is a prohibition against foreign donations to an inaugural fund. The other is donating money in exchange for political favors. And then the third is misuse of donated funds. So if anybody hasn't already had sort of scandal fatigue, hold on tight, because here we go again.
Are there any potential implications for Donald Trump? Or is Sarah Sanders right when she says, listen, the extent of his involvement was basically showing up and raising his right hand?
You know, I think there are potential implications, but the devil's in the details. We have to see how intimately involved Donald Trump may have been. We've all heard reported over and over again that nothing really happened without consultation with Donald Trump, certainly in his organization. And, you know, we can assume that that pattern have held when he was, you know, in that period when he was the president-elect into the time after his inauguration. But you will have to wait for the details to come out.
Alexi.